Hello and welcome back to my Network Duck YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about the pros and cons I experienced with the Unifi Express router after 1 year and the issues I had with the router. At first I want to say it's not sponsored and it's my own opinion about the router. Yeah, let's start. At first I bought the router about 1 year ago. It all began because I got fiber optics cable from my internet service provider, and so I needed a router for my internet. I didn't want to go with the Fritzbox because I heard Unifi should be great, and I already had one access point, the APAC from Unifi, and I thought I could use the router as an access point and as a controller for my second access point. I also thought that maybe would bring me into the networking and maybe I would like it. And yeah, for $120 it's basically the same money you would spend on a Fritzbox, and as a starter Unifi router I thought that would be great. My network was expanding very fast because I thought networking would be great and I liked it very much. So I got into VLANs and I set up a few VLANs for my network, and I thought VLANs are great and I need a DMZ for my servers. Also, a DMZ is not a DMZ without an external port from your router, but the router only has this one LAN port and this one WAN port. So I thought, okay, maybe I use the DMZ as the same port as the other devices at the network, and thought, okay, that's the only reason. But yeah, still the Unifi Express is a great router and I will use it. After I got the VLANs and DMZs set up and got that running, I thought, okay, I need firewall rules, and I never thought about firewall rules before. So I thought, okay, what is a firewall? What are firewall rules and how can I set them up properly? That's where my issues came up. So in general use, I wouldn't notice speed loss or package loss or latency loss, but sometimes after I set up a few more and more firewall rules, I thought, okay, sometimes my internet speeds are really not that great, and let's see what the problem or the reason for the slow internet speeds. And it turns out the Unifi router was at 100% CPU power, so it was running full speed and it couldn't handle all that traffic and firewall rules and so on I was running in my network. So I thought, okay, I could optimize my network or other settings or something. I also was setting up a guest Wi-Fi with a login screen, nice website where you could agree, license and log in to the network and have different speeds and so on. So my internet provider gave me 250 Mbit download speeds and 100 Mbit upload speeds, and my guest Wi-Fi should only throughput 20 Mbit download and about 10 Mbit upload. But as I said, my router was already running on 100% and it couldn't handle all that stuff I was thinking I need. So I thought, okay, I need to upgrade, and the router is great. It also has great Wi-Fi. It's fast enough for, I think, most people out there, and yeah, it does its job. It really does. But yeah, at some point it wasn't strong enough for my use case. I needed to upgrade, and there it was. I bought the Unifi Fiber, and that's another video, but I have the Unifi Fiber about half a year now, and I really like that. I have all that firewall rules set up, and it is a great router. I love it. It's at about 40 to 50% CPU speed, and it handles it all great. It also can go up to 10G. That's another YouTube video, but my home project is to make an 30-year-old household up to 10G compatible. Theoretically, that's not that big of an issue, but I will show you in that other video what it really takes, and that it needs much effort and time to really get that 10G and set it up properly. And that was that point. I thought, okay, maybe I could use that Unifi Express for my test environment, so I don't have to put the Unifi Express in the closet, so I could use it, and I didn't want to sell it because I think it's still great, and for testing it's perfect. And for testing, you don't want to change the settings from your main router, so I think that's the best idea I could think of. And that's what the Unifi Express now is. Now there's this one question. It's late 2025, and should you buy the Unifi Express in Q4 2025? And I would say technically yes, but Unifi released the Unifi Express 7, and that's what I think is the best starting Unifi router, or the best starting router I could think of, because great Wi-Fi, great speeds, great CPU, great memory, and that all for this price. As I said, it's not sponsored, but I think the Unifi Express 7 is a really good starting router, so you can, as I said, start with the networking and see if you like it. Start with servers and firewall rules, get into it, slowly start with VLANs and so on. That's basically it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see us in the next one.